should ABA be in school or should ABA not be in school? So today's discussion involves
Create outline.
Create an outline for debate. What about frequently asked questions? Record practice debate, possibly record debate.
No, those are future plans.
Oh, those are our future plans. We still have a little time to get more information together. But last log was everyone supposed to kind of read their section and kind of make up for Miss Atwood not being part of the class anymore. How did that go?
I highlighted my section, but as far as editing hers, I haven't started on that yet. I don't know if Lindsay has or not, though.
I have not either, but I am seeing which part is hers right now. Hers would be 12, the bottom of page 12, to the bottom of page 13, so it's actually a really small part.
Okay.
Because I know Emily's is the top part, so that wouldn't be Cheryl's.
Yeah, so basically, I've been reading about the...
Is our conclusion, though?
What?
Did she add a part?
Okay, wait a minute. What was the question? I didn't hear you.
So, check out the group research. Is that only our conclusion? Like, which part is... Okay, I see maybe... There's like 2 paragraphs.
Okay, I have to look it back up. Allie. Allie?
Oh.
Wait. What's your last name, Allie?
Jones.
Jones. Okay, I'm just going to look you up on my... I have it open on this computer, but I have another computer also opened.
I would be so confused.
Okay, so I'm going to highlight right now this part that is highlighted. I guess I'll just share my screen.
Yes, I see it. Okay.
Right behind.
So, because this is our conclusion.
Oh,
okay.
So this right here
is all Cheryl's.
All of hers.
Has anybody, she hasn't contacted anybody?
I haven't heard from her.
Okay, I figured.
Well, I texted her after the last meeting saying, don't worry about trying to finish it if she's not enrolled.
Yeah.
I mean, it was nice of her to offer, but yeah, if she has stuff going on, I don't want her to worry about this.
Yeah. And it sounded like it was pretty, serious stuff by the way she worded things. So I wouldn't want her to have to worry about any of this anyway, you know?
Yeah, there's no need for that.
All right. So let's go over our roles again, if that's okay.
Yep.
So,
for the debate.
So we chose the informal debate, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
All right, and so I am the summarizer. I introduce people, like, in the beginning I'm going to be like, okay, this is what our project's about. And then I introduce, Lindsay's going to talk about the cons section, and your Brandy's going to talk about the pros, and then is that something that is that correct?
No.
No? I am really confused. It's these headphones, they make me feel like I'm in a radio station.
And then maybe just talk about the main topic. So mine's like theoretical and practical issues in special education, and Brandy's is collaborative partners, and
okay, yeah.
I
actually highlighted everybody's main topic sentence, and so then I can create like a little introduction.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to introduce every single person before they talk.
Okay.
Is that the understanding of the group?
That's what I've seen.
Yeah, so we watched the debate. I watched the first debate about the PBS, positive behavioral supports.
Yeah, but theirs was a formal debate.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
I did not watch the other.
Honestly, I feel like we would be better with the informal debate anyway. Like, they did good with the formal debate, but I don't think I would do as good as they did.
We didn't, combat points,
yeah,
at all. So,
I think
rebuttal wouldn't really work.
Okay. So I will introduce who's going to be the first person.
It will be. and then it'll be you. Just kind of like the layout of the paper.
Yeah, I think just like the order that the paper's in.
Okay. I'm just going to write it. Intro. So I can just visually see it. Emily. Then you would consider, Lindsay, your part as con?
Wait, who does the introduction? Is that you, Emily?
Yes.
Okay. So then, yeah, my part's a con, and so is yours, which is the ethics, next.
All right. Okay, then I have the second con, Emily. Then who's next after me?
Me.
Lindsay.
In the pro section.
You're the pro.
That's Allie.
Allie. Then who's next? Just so you can tell me.
Brandy.
Brandy. And you're a pro, obviously?
Yes.
Okay, then what's next?
Well, then, like, if we're looking at the paper, that's Cheryl's paragraphs, but I honestly don't even know what she wrote about, so let me skim that.
So maybe we don't have to do her part, because...
Yeah, I don't really think it's all that necessary to.
Well, we want to make sure we get that. We can actually we probably should talk to the professor about that, because we don't want her to be watching it and say, oh, well, you left out this chunk of information.
You won't be watching it.
I don't think that will be an issue. 2, it literally is a paragraph.
That was really small.
What was her topic?
Yeah, what was her point? Are we missing things that we need?
Are we, like, missing part of the paper?
Really
Because, like, reading this...
It kind of ends abruptly.
So was she maybe not finished?
Well, we
she had
submitted.
to. You already submitted the paper and got a 100%.
That's what I thought, but, I mean... It's kind of what I was thinking. We already submitted the paper, but I just... Maybe she... I don't know.
I'm looking at it now.
And, I mean, this is kind of what I address in the pro section anyway, that it helps with the educational needs. So if she has any relevant points, I can just include them in my section.
Okay. And maybe we should make a point to mention it. Oh, yeah. That would.
I mean, if we wanted to include her section, I could just tack it on to the end of mine. Like...
Yeah, just pretend it's like part of yours.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have to make a super big deal about it. Just kind of add in the information, the relevant.
What is her information about specifically? So we're down at the bottom, right? I'm pulling up.
Applied behavioral analysis is the best known educational strategy for autism and has the strongest evidence supporting it. Of 61,
Is
3
it a
and
pro?
4-year-olds. What?
I'm just wanting to know if it's a pro.
It's a pro, yes.
I mean, basically, it's just stats that we could really put in any of the pros sections, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't. We could just kind of.
Okay, and then conclusion.
Mhm.
And I'll do the conclusion. Correct?
I don't think that was discussed, so
So
whoever
are
wants
you
to.
the introducer and the summarizer, Emily, or do we need someone else doing the intro and the conclusion?
Well, I thought I was the introducer to each topic, and then I would discuss my topic when it came to it. Does anybody have the log that they can pull up real quick to reference from last week?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, we decided to all be the summarizer of our own section.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
all, like, yeah.
So,
With Illustrator, do we all need some sort of graph or visual?
I don't know that that's all that. I mean, I have a graph in my section.
Okay.
I don't really know how I would have a graph for a BCBA as a collaborative partner.
and do you remember the other debates? They didn't even have a graph, did they?
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So
We just need-
we're thinking Emily should be
I put in the
proficient.
thing. We just need to be careful that we're having the correct time, because their time was way under.
So okay, I'm gonna go back and see how long does it have to be?
30 to 45 minutes.
Okay, 30 to 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm really not worried that it's not going to be long enough, honestly.
Right, and then the next thing, to get 4 points instead of 5, it needs to be between 20 and 25.
Wait.
So they still got 4 out of 5 points because theirs was 23 minutes.
Okay.
I mean, I can see us talking 10 minutes each, easily. I mean, we have how many points here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, and I'm talking here, and I can put meat in between them if I feel like it's, you know, really not, you know, it's going really short.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a very good elaborator, so.
Not either.
Well, I think making sure that you have points outlined and kind of, it's that meat, and putting examples in there, and, you know, as a, you know, for example. So we have to have questions, don't we?
Yeah, at the end of it. It said, commonly asked questions, like, that's all it said, was that the fielder brings up and answers commonly asked questions.
Who decided to be the fielder?
Me.
Okay, so the commonly asked questions, I mean, how would you know even if they're common?
I don't know.
Unless they were actually listed multiple times in studies, but I guess how would the cost of what would the cost be? How much time would training be?
Right.
What does training entail?
Why are people not okay with this? Those kind of general questions.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Okay, so I have it written down.
Okay.
Do you want me, the question is, do you want me to keep time like that one girl did?
Well, that can be someone else's role.
I can keep time.
So basically, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So the intro can't be super long, and the conclusion should just wrap up things. And then when do we have questions? At the very end, correct?
Mm-hmm.
After the conclusion? So, okay, tack on a few more minutes, questions.
How are we going to decide on what questions to put at the end of that, though? Like,
Well, Allie will already have them decided,
okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So should we all kind of look into possible questions that could be asked to help Allie?
Sure. I mean, the cons, I mean, all reading through, you're going to come up with questions that are just general, you know, the kind of common sense of like, okay, we want ABA in school, so how much is that going to cost? Who are we going to train? Should it be a teacher? Should it be a group of teachers? Should it be one teacher? You know?
Okay.
What if you have, what's going to happen if you have one student, what's the important, is it one student versus a whole classroom? Should they pay for one child? You know, there's a lot of questions, especially ethically.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I just didn't know how Allie was going to decide on what specific questions to ask at the end.
Well, Allie, do you mind coming up with some questions, and then we can discuss them in our next meeting?
Yeah.
And then we'll be like, okay, well, I think, you know, my section, this would be worded better. Or we can all come up with at least 3 questions of our own and throw them in. What do you think about that?
Yeah. I can do that.
Okay. Is that okay, Allie?
Mm-hmm.
So everyone, how many questions do we need exactly?
It doesn't say.
Okay, so we want to make sure that...
I would say one, like at least one per topic, that like per pro, per con. Because we don't want to have like 80 questions and not have enough time to go over them.
Okay.
But we don't want to be like repeating a ton of really tedious questions either.
Well, I have 4 cons in my point, so I can have a brief, at least 3 to 4 answering the questions. Because Allie needs to be able to simply answer these fast. So maybe everyone should at least have 2 to 3 questions each.
Okay.
Since especially we don't have Cheryl anymore.
Okay, and then maybe Allie can choose which ones she feels relevant if we have too many.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe a list, and if we've hit the
Just like
time, Molly doesn't have to.
Based on how much time is left.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, use your judgment. If you're like, you could use that, and you have extra questions written down. Like, okay, we need 5. We need 3 more minutes. Just tack on 3 more questions, or whatever.
Yeah.
Be prepared. That will be our cushion. Those questions will be our cushion.
Yep.
That's a good idea.
So 2 to 3 questions each per section. So Lindsay, you have a con. I have a con. Allie, you have a pro. Brandy, you have a pro. And then Atwood section. So you guys can use your judgment. Hers is all about statistics. I mean, you can't teach a math class here.
Can't ask too many questions about the statistical aspects of it. I mean, they're already...
The data's the data, right?
Yeah, you... Okay, so by next meeting, we just need to look over our sections and come up with the questions that could be asked and, short answers, essentially. I think that's a good idea. That way Allie's not left to have to come up with all the questions and answers. And
well, and kind of have an outline of what you're going to talk about. Not just like main points so it still sounds conversational, not like you're reading.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed about some of the debate was like, I liked your point, but I have this that I think, is like very robotic, and I can't say that I won't be the same, but I've done several presentations, and you just have to kind of think of it as fun. It's different though when you have a camera on your face than you talking to somebody and you can't see your face. Anyways.
Would it be okay if we met next Thursday as well?
On the 12th?
Yes, rather than Tuesday.
That's fine with me, as long as, like I said, I will not be available the 19th and after for that weekend.
Like, we have to record it by on the 17th.
Yes.
And I'm okay with the weekend, like I said, like a Sunday night or something, because then we have a little more time, so we wouldn't be, I know it gets late for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we could do it, we could just have a brief discussion about the 12th, and we on the 15th, we could even have a mock debate.
I'd rather do the mock on the 12th so we don't have to meet 3 times.
Okay. All right, so mock on the 12th of November?
Next Thursday, yes.
And so this will be the whole, like, a roughly 30-minute conversation, probably an hour. You have to block off a chunk of time because we have to discuss what we're going to do, and then we're going to have, like, I'll go through my points, you guys go through your points, and then we kind of, like...
It says I'm
we'll pretend like it's the real deal and then kind of give each other feedback.
Yes.
Throughout.
Correct.
Okay.
So, yeah. You kind of just want to, I think it's all about the flow.
Okay. And then I guess next Thursday we can decide what works best to do the actual debate for everyone.
Yes. And it's good just to get it out of the way, I think. Okay, is there anything else?
I don't think so.
Nope, I submitted the log.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Well, I'm about to message one of you. Where's my message? Okay, one second.
Allie, can you try to send that email again?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hope this isn't. Okay. All right. Okay, so are we finished? Are we good?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the 12th we'll be meeting. What time?
I don't get off till 6.
Okay.
Central. It takes me about 45 minutes to get home. My only concern is that next Thursday I will be the only one home with my daughter, so doing a 1-hour mock trial, I mean, we can do it, but I'm going to be taking care of my daughter at the same time.
Okay.
Whereas if we, I mean, that's the hard part with this, is if we did it on Tuesday, Josh would be home.
Okay. Can we do it on the weekend?
Yes.
What do you think about that, guys?
Well, it depends when.
Mhm. I mean, it depends when. I hate to be difficult, but I just know that he's going to be on night.
Your daughter's there as long as you're like ready for your part. I mean, I understand he's like there. We're not too worried about. We don't have to be too serious with it.
And it's a mock. It doesn't doesn't count.
Okay. I mean, if y'all are okay with it, I just wanted to mention that before we made the decision to do it on Thursday. I just wanted you to be aware. Like, I will be in and out as usual. So.
Mm. Well, you did better than me. Hey, does this show up on our video, our chats?
I don't know.
I don't know. When was it What were the grades posted?
Yeah, I got a C, but it's okay. I think out of all of it, it was definitely the most challenging, but that's okay. That's why we're in graduate school, right?
Right.
All right.
All right. Are we done, y'all?
I am.
Yep.
So, wait, are we picking Thursday or are we picking Tuesday?
Thursday's fine.
Okay.
Thursday.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, we just be prepared, and so then the better prepared we are, the faster we can get through it.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
I will publish this. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Have a great week.